the Northern Territory, where ancient landscapes weathered by time bear silent witness to the world's oldest living cultures.
Living remotely is a real gift, and to be able to share that with visitors is really important to us.
In this remarkable land, food and art are not just expressions of creativity. They are reflections of the land, the people, and the deep, enduring connections between them.
What makes it special is, I suppose, just sharing my knowledge with people that are willing to listen.
We share our culture and the artists get to tell their stories as well.
Everybody walks away being amazed by the flavours, by the presentation, by the taste.
Join us on a sensory journey through the Northern Territory.
What I love about this place is the raw beauty. I've experienced its beauty every single day. It's a truly magical experience.
Get ready to experience Australia. We start our journey at one of the most iconic landmarks of Australia, Uluru. This geological marvel rising above the landscape is of immense cultural and spiritual importance to the local Anangu people. The rock and surrounding environment are part of an interconnected system of knowledge, tradition and practice that has been passed down from generation to generation.
It's just some kind of, I suppose, calmness when you do get here. Well, that's what I felt when I got here. You definitely feel the serenity in the air.
Natalie de Jersey is a guide for Taliwiru.
Never thought I would be a tour guide, ever, growing up. It's about sharing. People want to learn more, and they're grateful for that knowledge when they do come out. Taliwiru, it's a premium fine dining experience that happens exclusively from April to October each year.
In the Anangu language, Taliwiru means beautiful dune. The experience is a 4-course gastronomic adventure set against the stunning backdrop of Uluru Kata Tjuta National Park.
You're led up to the dune top by the host of the evening. You enjoy champagne and an array of bush tucker-inspired canapes. You got saltbush infused in the pan-seared scallops. Green ant collected from the top end came on the gin and tonic soaked cucumber. Once the sun does set, they are led up to their dining site where they enjoy a 4-course meal with native ingredients infused in those dishes, incorporating native Australian ingredients into more modern recipes.
Each dish highlights the flavours of the Northern Territory with ingredients like bush tomato, lemon myrtle and wattle seed.
A lot of people are surprised by the different flavours of native Australian ingredients. They incorporate ingredients from all over Australia, sharing the food that was used traditionally, but just in a different method. In between dinner and your dessert, you get a journey through our beautiful Central Australian night sky.
Uluru's extreme remoteness makes it one of the best places in the world to observe the night sky. For the Anangu people, the stars and constellations are closely tied to dreaming stories, ancestral beings, and cultural knowledge. It's also a tool for navigation, enabling the Anangu people to safely cross the vast desert landscape by night.
You're led down to the campfire to have a bit of a yarn with your guide, sharing some of the tools and equipment and uses of them. This is called a piti bowl. They'd use this to carry food and water and sometimes infants.
Taliwiru is a uniquely Australian experience, blending fine dining, cultural storytelling, and the raw beauty of the outback.
What makes it special is, I suppose, just sharing my knowledge with people that are willing to listen.
Tjanpi Desert Weavers is an art collective and social enterprise empowering and showcasing female artists of the remote central and western desert regions. Using only natural materials, the Desert Weavers create beautiful, intricate artworks that are exhibited and sold in galleries around the world.
We make everything from Tjanpi.
The Tjanpi Desert Weavers represent over 400 Indigenous artists from 26 remote communities.
Tjanpi means grass.
Oh, gosh.
Grass. And we call him Tjanpi in our language.
Julie Yankee is one of those artists.
My mother taught me how to make Tjanpi. She make baskets. They've been carrying water. Make water, fill it up and carry it with them.
The natural grasses used in Tjanpi artworks are carefully hand-collected by the artists.
We get from the bush, we dig it out, then we make things from our grass.
While gathering grass, the women spend precious time on country, keeping their cultural practices alive and sharing their cultural knowledge with the next generation. Visitors to Alice Springs, also known by its Indigenous name Mbantua, can check out the Tjanpi Desert Weavers Public Gallery on Wilkinson Street.
Yeah, I get proud when I make baskets. That make me feel happy.
Tjanpi is a reflection of the land, the people, and the culture of these remote communities. The shared knowledge passed through generations of mothers, daughters, aunties, sisters, and grandmothers is the lifeblood of the desert weaving movement.
I like it working with the kids. Teach people, young people, like young mothers, trying to help them how to make things like basket, animals. I show my little granddaughters, and when they grow older, they might be do like this too.
The capital city of the Northern Territory is Darwin, located in the northmost part of the country. This vibrant urban centre, nestled against the Timor Sea to the north, is a melting pot of cultures, from Indigenous Australia to Southeast Asia, the Pacific Islands, and even Europe. And the city's multicultural character is reflected in Darwin's rich food culture.
As soon as you put food on the table, especially in the Territory, it becomes an opportunity to be family, making new friends, creating new memories. Everybody loves food.
Aaron Signal is the tour manager of Darwin Gourmet Tours. Darwin Gourmet Tours offers a walking, talking, dining experience with over 12 tastings from a roster of gourmet restaurants.
Darwin Gourmet Tours allows you to enjoy the different flavours of our local environment and our chefs, and seeing how the different cultures can blend together in a beautiful dining experience. So we always start at one of Darwin's most highly rated restaurants, which is Fat Mango. We'll enjoy the experiences there of Chef Ryan and Chef Martin. It's about allowing them to be creative in their own space. For example, Fat Mango takes buffalo from Run Jungle and mixes that with spices from Southeast Asia. Those are two ingredients that you would never expect together, but they work and they're beautiful. To let the food settle, we'll go and have a look at the street art, which is also very unique to Darwin.
Darwin is passionate about its street art. Since 2017, it's hosted the Darwin Street Art Festival, transforming the city streets into a spectacular outdoor gallery. Austin Lane is the mecca of street art in Darwin. Along the 370-metre length of this laneway, you'll find 24 murals by artists from around the world.
Then come down through State Park, we talk about the country, we talk about the development from 1839 and life prior.
In 1974, Darwin's original town hall was hit hard by Cyclone Tracy. The heritage building erected in 1883 was damaged beyond repair by the natural disaster. Today, the ruins of the town hall have been reimagined as a public space, becoming a landmark of the city.
We can take you through this amazing art trip, history, and down into the waterfront, our latest and newest dining precinct. Our local chefs, they like to introduce certain Indigenous flavours through their food, primarily in international markets. I can sit down with a group of 12 strangers that I've never met, and 3 hours later, we are laughing like we're the best of friends. Everybody walks away being amazed by the flavours, by the presentation, by the taste. Food, wine, friends. How can you not love all of that?
Australia's Red Centre is one of the most isolated regions in the world. And a truly unique destination in this area is Curtin Springs Station.
Curtin Springs is 360 kilometres southwest of Alice Springs and about 100 kilometres east of Uluru. So if you throw a pin into the middle of Australia, you're going to almost hit us exactly.
Lindy Saverin and her husband Ashley run this sprawling 1 million acre property.
Living remotely is a real gift, and to be able to share that with visitors is really important to us.
The isolated station was bought by the Saverin family in 1956.
And at that point in time, Curtin Springs was the end of the road. In the first year that they were here, only 6 people drove past.
The station was primarily a cattle farm, but as more and more travellers passed through, the family expanded their business offerings to include fuel, accommodation, food, guided tours, and even craft workshops.
Probably the single biggest thing that we are most proud of is our stewardship of the land. We're really proud of the fact that we can use this arid desert environment sustainably to produce food and still keep it in pristine environmental conditions that we can run tours.
While staying on the property, there are many natural wonders to explore.
And the fascinating thing about this part of the world is that it is some of the oldest geology in the world. And that means that geology hasn't changed much over a long period of time.
A vast salt lake spans the entire width of the station. Lindy offers an unforgettable tour of the salt lake at sunrise.
That break of light, see the break of day, see dawn, light coming onto the landscape is a true gift. We're the only place in Central Australia where you can visit the salt lakes, and certainly the only place where you can do it on private property.
Curtin Springs also provide paper-making workshops. The handmade paper is made from native grasses found on the property.
Curtin Springs paper is where we make handmade paper from the native grasses on the station. So we go and hand cut the grass and we bring it back to the old abattoir where we transform it into a really amazing, authentic souvenir of the region that you get to take away with you.
The family repurposed and recycled almost everything in this decommissioned abattoir. Even the 15-ton paper press was manufactured from the framework of an old truck.
So what we're doing at this stage is we're actually using a mould and a decal, so a strainer and a shaper. So we're simply taking the fibre out of the water. Now this is kerosene grass, which is one of our smaller, finer grasses.
They experiment with blending paper with other local materials, including flowers, clay and sand. These materials are also used to craft jewellery.
Our restaurant area is the historical bough shed, which is the original homestead for the Saverin family. So it's a really important place for us. The greatest compliment people can give us is that it tastes like what their gran used to make.
Curtin Springs Station is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of a family that have called this place home for generations.
They like the fact that we share our story. They like the fact that they get to glimpse our lives as they're passing through. taking that little snapshot of what it takes to live in really remote areas, what it takes to raise a family here. And they're the stories that we like to share.
A 3.5-hour drive northeast of Curtin Springs Station brings us to Alice Springs. Alice Springs is a cultural nexus point for Indigenous art. It is home to a number of galleries and festivals that showcase artists from across the region. And one of the most renowned art cooperatives is the Many Hands Art Centre.
We have many of the artists that live here in Alice Springs that are from Hermannsburg, and they come here to paint and connect with their families and culture.
Marissa Mayer is the assistant manager and curator.
We work from what Albert Namatjira started, so we also work with the Hermannsburg School of Art, which is the first generation of artists. So we want to continue that legacy and the tradition of the watercolour painting as well.
The Hermannsburg School of Art is an influential art movement that emerged in the 1950s. It was founded by the renowned Aboriginal artist Albert Namatjira in Hermannsburg, a remote community about 125 kilometres west of Alice Springs. The school is renowned for its distinctive watercolours, which blends the European style with the deep understanding of country and its colours that the Indigenous painters realised.
So the artists come here to paint every day. They paint their country, usually west of Alice Springs, which is the West Macdonnell Ranges, Churaja, towards Hermannsburg. So we have a lot of emerging and established artists here. We have a studio space here where we have all the artworks. We have the artists working here, and we also have a gallery which exhibits some of the works that the artists have done throughout the year. You know, watercolours is something that you don't do one-off. It's something that they learn over the years, and it's a hard thing to do. I think it's a learning experience as well to be able to learn off each other, and that's what makes their work so great and unique as well.
The Art Centre is proudly Aboriginal owned and operated, and the money raised through sales goes directly to the artists.
We're an Aboriginal owned organisation. We work here by the artists, who are the board members and directors. I'm also Western Islander. I'm from Hermannsburg. I grew up there, so all of these artists are my family. We share our culture, and the artists get to tell their stories as well.
The last stop on our journey brings us to Finniss River Lodge, a 90-minute drive southwest of Darwin. Finniss River is located in the tropical savanna region of Australia's top end. This dramatic landscape of vast floodplains and scattered woodlands is constantly changing with the seasons.
What I love about this place is the raw beauty. Each day is completely different, each sunset, sunrise, and the different ecosystems we have. It's a truly magical experience.
Olivia Ventura is the owner-operator of Finniss River Lodge.
My dad had always had a dream to somehow open up accommodation to allow guests to come in and experience a working cattle station.
There are many activities to choose from while staying on the property, from guided walking tours to a spectacular airboat adventure across the Finniss River floodplain.
If they love the outdoors and they are adventurous, they have the opportunity to go on an airboat on the actual Finniss River itself or on the floodplain just in front of the lodge.
Visitors will also experience what life is like as a cattle farmer on the station.
A unique aspect about Finniss River Lodge is the fact that it is on a working cattle station, so we can take guests into the yard where we talk about what it's like to work with cattle.
Finniss River Station has been running Brahman cattle for over 30 years. Brahman are well suited to the tropical and semi-arid climates of the Northern Territory. Their loose skin and short hair allow them to thrive in hot, humid conditions.
We do an afternoon activity called Cows and Canapes, which is my absolute favourite. That's where I take the guests in an afternoon and we drive into a mob of cows. They're potties, they're friendly as.
A poddy is an orphaned or hand-reared calf. Cattle station workers bottle feed and care for these calves until they're strong enough to join the herd.
Guests can have a canapé or a glass of champagne while they're cuddling one of the potties. And it's a truly magical experience that guests won't be able to find anywhere else in the world.
Finniss River Lodge's seasonal menu showcases the region's exquisite produce.
Food for us is everything. We are really lucky that our chefs here are super passionate about what they create. Our chefs are very big on tailoring the menu to what produce is around or what they find around the station. So it's not uncommon that the chefs will go out and harvest paper bark.
The paperbark tree is named after its distinctive bark, which peels off in large, thin, papery layers. This incredible material has been used by Indigenous Australians for thousands of years to build shelters, canoes, and even for preparing food. The chefs at Finniss River Lodge use paperbark to steam vegetables. The bark is soaked in water, then wrapped around the vegetables and cooked over a fire, resulting in soft, delicate dishes with a subtle, earthy flavour.
Growing up here on Finniss River Station, I've experienced its beauty every single day. The sunsets, sunrises, the wildlife, the floodplains, the beach, everything. So for us to have the chance to allow guests to come in and experience all those wonderful things is really amazing. It's our backyard. Hopefully those experiences will stay with the guests for the rest of their lives.
From the lush wetlands of the top end to the desert plains of the red centre, the cultural landscape of the Northern Territory pulses with the passion of its people, where every vibrant flavour, every brushstroke and every story shared is a celebration of this incredible place.